Okay, go.
Recording.
Alright. Okay, it's recording. Hi everyone. Welcome to the second Suburban game. Woo!
Ah,
These are screams of horror and terror and fear.
Okay, so some things to say before like introduction and stuff. So some warnings. We got some good old body horror. We got mind control. We got cult like stuff. We got uncanny stuff. You know, got all that. Yeah, that stuff. And also, if you have not listened to the first game, I highly suggest you do that now, because you need that context going into this one. Yeah. Okay. So now for the character introductions from top to bottom. Go.
hey y'all, I am Dawn, and I'm playing Robin Graves. Tiefling, gonna be a doctor, very upset about the last game. Very upset.
Hello. I am Malasorte. And I will be playing Olvido Apex. He has a middle name. And he would be upset about the last game if he didn't get distracted with a lot of other things. But the moment he remembers, he will be very upset too. Yes.
Alright, I am the Dnd-Suburban or Jube, and I play Revon. And he's been thinking a bit too much about what happened last game. Like, he probably has a whole conspiracy board built.
Oh boy.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Alright. So, start things off. You guys, Olvido and Robin, you have been called to a little cafe by Robin. And you're not too sure why, but you're pretty sure it's because of the events of the last game. But maybe this is just a little get together. So you arrive at the cafe. You find Revon already sitting there. What are you guys going to order? All of you.
Revon's probably just getting a hot chocolate.
Just the biggest, blackest coffee possible.
We don't ask for a whiskey.
The person at the checkout says, "We don't serve whiskey right now at this hour."
You serve it.
What do you mean at this hour? There is whiskey o'clock somewhere in the world. There is always whiskey o'clock. Sorry, I haven't played Olvido in fucking forever. In lieu of that, then he will be polite, not too chaotic just yet. Well, please, bartender, your pinkest drink.
Alright then. And the barista hands you you know the old Starbucks unicorn drink?
Oh my god.
That's
Oh my
what you.
On the Starbucks note, I know for a fact they have something that is literally just called a pink drink right now.
Pink drink.
Oh my god. He is disappointed about the lack of flamingo in this pink drink, but
It matches
He
his
will
color
take-
palette. Well,
It does.
unicorns don't have to be pink. Flamingos are pink. Why do they make all unicorns? They are taking the color from us.
Vito's just having this rant in front of Robin and Revon.
hand in front of where his mouth
There is
should
one.
sniffling.
Listen, there is one thing flamingos are known for: a shrimp and pink. That's two things. The shrimp and pink, and it's basically the same thing. Anyways, why a unicorn? Thank you very much. I will be in that table. Have a nice day.
I believe that's called a mic drop.
Oh, who lost the mic?
Revan wipes a tear away from under his eye.
Oh my. Robin's just shaking his head. Ah, yes. I forgot how incredibly overdramatic this bird was.
He will sit on your lap and just and lean with his hand on his forehead like, Doc, you don't understand. I'm fainting. I am so sad. I'm fainting.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything for sadness-induced unconsciousness.
It's so cruel.
Just gonna shove him off onto his own chair.
You can. He doesn't resist, and he's extremely light.
He has hollow bones.
A Hollow Bones gang.
I mean, if you wanna roll a medicine check on that,
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Plague. I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's
promise
fine.
I will
It's fine.
behave.
This is kind of what I planned.
I will behave after this one. I promise.
It's a nat one.
Yeah, listen. He's built like, yeah, no. It's probably the hollow bones. Yeah, and your medical expertise. Maybe, do you know what? Maybe it's even an empty brain too. Maybe that's a condition.
It looks like it.
Anyway, Revan's gonna roll his eyes and put the paper from last time on the table, which I believe, if Plague informed me correctly, says, "Are y'all up for a visit now?"
Yep, that's what it said.
So, this is new.
Just gonna stare. So he contacted you?
It changed. I had put it up on my wall, just so I could have it on my corkboard, and I woke up one day and it was different.
Oh, I truly dislike this person so much.
They're all just quietly staring at it.
Can we, like, I don't know, investigation / insight on the paper to see if it'll change?
I'd say roll investigation.
I'll also roll, just see if we spot anything new or different, any new details that might help us.
Yeah.
An 11.
Let's see.
An 11.
Nothing but 11s.
Sorte. I think Sorte's distracted by the puppy.
Sorry, what? Oh, no, I am just embodying Olvido right now, so it's like...
It'll be right now.
Oh no, it's not an 11.
Let's go!
It's a 2.
Oh no!
Stupid!
we're gonna die.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with
Sure.
Olvido. Olvido, for all you can remember, this is what the paper said beforehand. Like, it didn't change at all. You're pretty sure it was like this before.
Why are you guys being weird about this?
Revon just pats Olvido's shoulder,
God.
like shaking his head slowly, like, of course.
Olvido.
Robin and Revon. With that 11, since it's the highest we got. You guys, when looking at it, you can't tell if it's different. Obviously, it's like it's saying something new. It's in the same handwriting as before. But that's pretty much it. So maybe if you do something to it, maybe something will happen, but you're not sure.
There's got to be some sort of secret, like... The writing is clearly different, and I don't think they managed to break into my apartment that easily. I hope not.
Mm. Oh, that's not a good thought. Oh, I don't like that.
I mean, modern apartment security is quite lacking. With basically like a credit card, you can enter anywhere.
True.
Remind me to update my locks later.
I need to do that too, honestly.
Have you checked your windows? Have you checked your roof? Have you checked inside your walls?
I hadn't thought of checking inside my walls, but I did check the windows.
Have you checked your windows twice?
Only once, but I will check it a second time when I get home.
That's your mistake. Anyways.
God. Yeah. I think Robin's gonna poke at the letter, like literally, like, yes, I'm visiting. Poke.
Feels like
Well, I was hoping that would work, but no.
I would try lemon juice or burning it, but also, like, we don't have more than one.
you could
We
try
could stab
burning
it.
You could.
Revon holds up a finger with a little fire on the end, like, looking to the others, like, what do you think?
I don't think that's something we want to do just yet.
Olvido,
Try.
and you see Olvido taking out a lighter and putting it back.
Revon just does, like, a little finger snap, putting out the fire.
Save that for last resort.
Alright.
Right. And it just says, are you ready to come visit, I think you said?
It says, are y'all up for a visit? I have it noted on a paper beside me.
Nice. Nice.
I mean, we could try figuring out where we went last time, I suppose.
It's worth a try. I mean, I've been back as close as I can remember a few times trying to find it, but suppose maybe now it will be there?
Maybe a little different since the poster changed or something.
Hey, is any of you looking at the paper?
Yes.
Revon's probably got it in, like, the corner of his eye if he looks to anyone. He's not taking his eyes completely off of it.
Well, you see, it looks like the letter, like the words on the letter are being erased, but by nothing.
What?
Then, as all the letters are erased, new ones start being written on it. And it says yes or no.
glancing at both of the others.
What if we write maybe? I mean, we're still debating it. It's not a no.
True.
It's a perhaps, a mayhaps. Give us 5 minutes. We are still deliberating. We are looking. We might be looking for a pen.
It won't just disappear on us, I hope.
Well, we are going back, yes? That's an agreement, yes? And Robin's just looking at both of you right now.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it for answers.
Olvido?
Hear this. Let me see if I can make it. What? Yeah, sure.
Pencil it in.
Are you paying for the drink?
Sorry, what?
Are you paying for my drink?
Oh my. Yes, you know what? Fine.
I will follow you to the depths of hell. Mostly because I have no way to pay for this, and I have been already banned on 6 other coffee shops in this in this neighborhood alone. I cannot keep this up. I need my coffee.
And yet earlier you were going to order whiskey.
True. You were going to order whiskey. That is more expensive.
I was hoping to get you to pay for that. I'm gonna be honest.
Hands on hips.
If I could have ordered a smoothie of lobster, I would have. I just want you to know this.
Of course.
But you have my undying loyalty. Or dying, depending how it ends today.
True. I hope it doesn't come to that.
With any luck, yes. Anyhow. Circle yes, I suppose?
Revon pulls out his marker. Circles the yes.
Well, before you're able to get the marker down on the paper, it starts erasing again.
Well, he's confused.
And then instead of like being written on it, it's a map starts to fade onto it.
Oh.
Well, I suppose that's simpler.
Definitely.
I definitely would have appreciated the dramatism of disappearing in the middle of a coffee shop.
Oh, that would be one heck of a way to dine and run. Dine and dash? I believe it's dine and the dash.
Oh my, what have I fallen into?
Crime.
Either way, map is appearing on paper.
Looking at the map.
Do you follow the map?
To pay for our drinks, I believe.
Before we follow it, can I get like a sheet of paper and just write it down, like copy it?
Good idea.
Yeah, you can try that.
Alright, yeah, just gonna try and copy down the map so that we have an official copy. would there be anything I have to roll for that, or can I just do it?
You can just do it.
Okay, good. And then, yes, I guess follow the map.
My god, this is a game of hymns.
It's just a game of dudes.
Just all the dudes.
Of silly little guys.
Just a group of lads, a group of dudes.
Alright, so you guys go pay for your drinks. Except for Olvido, since it was Robin that was paying for him.
Yes.
Yep.
And you start your way to wherever the neighborhood is. So you start going.
We're following the map.
And then you're there.
Look at...
You don't remember how you got there. But you're there now. You're in front of a neighborhood.
Has the population counter changed?
You look over at the sign, and yes, it has changed. Actually, the sign is different too.
Oh?
It says, welcome to Hollyland Neighborhood. And the population is 4,000.
That's bigger than the last time.
That's bad.
But he's definitely bad.
Are you guys gonna go into the neighborhood?
Sure. Revon starts walking.
I just gonna look up at the sign and say, Jim, wherever you are, I am going to kill you.
I'll help.
That's the spirit.
And
Murder.
We
and
are we are a few thousand short of being an angry mob, but we have all the spirit. Let's set something on fire.
We truly do. And I can set things on fire.
He can set things on fire. I can stab things, and he can. What can you do? And he turns to Robin like, "What was the thing that you could do again?"
at the moment, I suspect that I could probably revive them and kill them again.
Ooh.
Okay, and he can keep us, keep stabbing and setting things on fire, and then. Oh, that's that. Let's go nuts.
You walk into
Wait, does Olvido still have his drink?
I don't know. Did you take it with him?
Yeah, sure. Just so he can stroll into the neighborhood like this.
Well,
Like a soccer mom walking up to the game with a drink in hand.
well, if you
There is no more drink, it's just the ice. He's just doing it on purpose now.
well,
Sorry, we're just saying.
okay, if you didn't finish the drink while at the cafe and you went on your journey, there is less of the drink now than there was when you left.
Transmutation?
Time passed. You drank it on the road.
I go.
Alright. So you guys are walking
Alright.
into the neighborhood, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you walk into the neighborhood, and you see that all the houses are different from each other. They're still in the same style as like your typical 50s suburban house, but they're not the same. Like all the same, you know? And there are kids playing outside, but they're playing like normal kids. There's not every kid is outside, and not everyone is like playing the same game at the same time.
Well, you have to give him credit for at least learning how to hide in plain sight better.
It definitely feels a little less awkward.
Can I roll an insight on these kids?
Yes. I will say that when you pass by them, they do look at you, because, like, you're strangers walking by. So, like, most kids would be, like, glancing at you or staring you down.
Right. Are the weird kids alright? Or is this see mutation? It's a 4! Everybody!
It's a simulation. Well, actually, I guess here it'd be a case of the kids are all right.
Yeah.
I'll add one too. Hold on. All right, let's hope the dice are nice.
Well, it's the answer. It's the same answer for all of you, and it's yeah, these kids are okay. Robin does notice that they all kind of have the same style of clothing, like the same kind of 50s style. That's pretty much it. It's like it's a time capsule of the 50s.
Well, at least they seem to be more individualistic. Not certain if that's better or worse at the moment.
It's a lot less awkward than last time, but that might also be worse.
Are we sure we are in the right place?
It's the same general style, even if not quite identical.
Those kids are not as weird as the other ones, and he's pointing straight at them. Look at them! They look like normal kids! Hey kids, why are you not weird?
Some of the kids walk away from where you're pointing. It's like, what?
They get weirded out like normal kids.
Well, suppose these ones aren't paid actors then.
Gasp, fake news.
As you guys are walking along this one street of the neighborhood, you hear someone call out to you saying, hello, are you new here?
Revon looks over.
Well, when you look over, you see this lady. Do you say anything to her?
Well, we're passing through. We got a weird flyer, so we're just wandering through a bit.
A weird flyer? Oh, is somebody advertising like a new event in the neighborhood? Is there gonna be like a big barbecue? Oh, you should have told me. I would have gotten more prepped for it. Now look at this. Now I have to throw something together. Oh.
Revon glances to the other two.
No, ma'am. This isn't a barbecue or a get together. It's simply
a circus.
A
We
what?
are the clowns. So
Well, maybe you're the clown.
True.
But ignoring my clown compatriot, we're just here to visit.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. We never really get that many visitors here. Actually, I don't think we've gotten any visitors as long as I've been here. Or maybe I've just forgotten. Anyways, my name is Dottie. What are your names?
I'm Revon. It's nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you too.
Robin Graves, at your service, ma'am.
Ooh, very professional.
Carda.
Well, nice to meet you too, Carta.
Ma'am, would you happen to know a gym?
Jim, Jim. Oh! Alright, okay. There's one Jim that lives in House 33 over there. And then there's a cartoon character Jim. Oh, well, I'm betting you're talking about the Jim that lives in House 33.
I rather suspect we're talking about the cartoon character.
Oh? Well, you can't actually find him, you know. He's just a character.
Looks left and right at the cartoons on either side of him.
Go ahead and take the other two, like,
Dottie just looks like she doesn't know what's going on.
Revon steeples his fingers in front of his face.
Like this is like that time it took a week-long vacation to Firuma, or however you pronounce that place.
Yes, it's Firuma.
Oh,
I'll
is
admit
it
we don't
fun?
have many.
Is it fun at that place? The Firma, or what was it called again?
Firuma?
Yeah. was it
You
fun
mean
there?
the entire continent?
Well, is it nice there?
Certainly parts of it are. The parts of it are not.
Oh,
Much like, here.
Every place has its goods and bads.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm just hoping to find a good place to vacation once we have the time. You know, it's been very busy here, at least in my household. And at some point, I do want to take my kids out for a vacation. I want to find a good place for them to go. A nice family fun place.
Hey, quick question, Plague.
Yeah.
Is this lady real kind, or...
She's a real kind. She's human.
Okay.
All the neighborhood that we can see is real kind.
Yes.
Weird question. Have you ever seen people like us? And Olvido kind of points, what the present tools.
Revon does a jazz hands.
Well, you did say you were a circus clown, didn't you? Although this is a very odd style for a circus clown. I believe...
Exactly.
I think I've seen...
Professional.
Oh?
Professional circus clown, ma'am.
Oh,
Out of duty.
I'm very sorry. I have seen a lot of people like you guys on TV, though. Sometimes on, like, the outside news, outside of the neighborhood, obviously. Neighborhood news is sometimes kind of boring. All you got is the usual barbecues, which is good to know about. But sometimes it's just a random thing, like, oh my gosh, this kid tore his shorts, and it's not that great of news,
Awkward glancing at the other two, like, what?
So basically, like, she thought that the video was talking about being a clown.
Yes, she did.
Sorry, like, sometimes you kind of cut off, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
repeat. No, it's fine.
But yeah, she does think that Olvido is a clown.
Okay, but she didn't realize that he was talking about being a clown.
No. No, she did not.
Have you ever spoken to a giant flamingo in real life before?
No. Flamingos don't usually talk, do they? At least I've never met one that talks. Although I guess you count as one, but then again, you're a professional clown.
Revon's eyebrows are furrowing as he, like, keeps his hands steepled in front of where his mouth should be.
Hold on, you guys go ahead. Talk.
Real quick question before you leave, though. Is everyone here human?
Yeah? Why would you ask that? Olvido? Olvido.
Yeah?
You're Olvido, you know? You
Sorry.
feel a tug at your jacket.
Yeah?
You turn around and you see a little kid.
What the hell that is about human being?
Why do you have such a long neck?
Because I ate all my veggies when I was young, and this is what happens. Don't listen to your parents. They don't specify exactly what's gonna make you tall.
You hear Dottie laughing in the background. Well, do you guys have anywhere to stay? Have you booked a hotel yet?
No, ma'am. We just arrived.
I don't think. Are we going to stay that long? Didn't think we were going to stay that long.
Well, I will tell you now. The hotel food is bleh. It's very gross. And not to toot my own horn, but I'd say my cooking is much better. Would you guys would you guys like to join me for dinner?
Robin is having flashbacks to the last family in one of these towns having dinner.
Nervously glancing at the other two party members.
I would like you guys to meet my family. You don't have to stay for dinner, but I'd like you to visit them.
Can we roll insight on this?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, you
We're
can
all
roll
a bit.
insight.
I wanna roll insight for any weirdness that might, that gut feeling.
Oh yeah, 21.
He reads
20.
people.
20!
Oh my god.
Not 20!
Remy and Olvido just doing the biggest squint.
Yeah, jeez. Okay. Well, so, Robin, the only thing that you find weird is the fact that this is very much like the last situation, except you're being invited to the dinner, and dinner is just, at these places, doesn't seem to always go well. For Robin and Olvido, you find it odd that she is very nonchalant about this, that she doesn't seem to actually be tricking you or anything. She seems very normal, like just a normal person. And Olvido, you find it weird that people are inviting you. People don't usually do this to you.
Like, gasp, free food? I usually have to trick people into that. But what we get then is like, this is a genuine invitation.
Yes.
From a genuine person?
Yep.
Vita's gonna just look down at the child and going like, "Are you a real person?" And he's gonna poke gently with his wing thingy on the middle of the forehead of the child, very gently.
Well, you go to poke the child, but the child is gone by now. The child's gone.
Oh,
by
the
now.
child left. Oh no!
You can't
I lost
poke
the child.
Revon whispers to the other two, I mean, she seems to be genuine.
Honestly, I want to go just to make sure that it's not like last time and that it's actual food and they're not poisoning themselves again.
Honestly, that's a good idea.
Olvido is just gonna whisper very, very loud. I mean, I think it's safe for the most part, but also, like, do we really want to spend time here?
Fair point.
As you guys
Don't think.
are huddling together, you see Dottie wave to somebody, and if any of you look behind you, you'll see that it is a policeman walking by.
Shit, let they have police here!
Just gonna scruff both of them real fast because I think they're gonna run.
Be suspicious? No, be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Dottie's just looking at you guys confused.
Natural.
This is the worst that Jim could have ever summoned. He's got police here.
Why do they have to have cops?
My cops!
A cab. Alright. Ma'am, Dottie, Miss Dottie? Yes, we would be honored to visit and have dinner with your family.
Ah, that's great. Well, I'm gonna get dinner prepped. Why don't you come inside and just have a sit down?
Thank you very much, dear. Gonna follow her, I guess.
Yep.
He's still got the other two just arm around their shoulders.
It's very
It
light.
looks-
And anywhere is better than near a cop. Not with Olvido's background.
Robin
No,
is
I
just
mean,
carrying the tiny little creature that is Revon.
Yes, it's just hopped up on a shoulder like not a shoulder, a hip like a kid.
I mean, he is kid-sized.
Yep.
You guys go into the house and you see that it is very, very comfy feeling. It is very 50s, but it's just very comfy feeling. There's a couple chairs and a big old couch and a little coffee table with some magazines on it and a little fireplace nearby.
Revon's just glancing around, getting a feel for the environment.
Would you guys like
Is there
anything to drink?
No thank you, ma'am. We should be fine.
Yeah, we were at a cafe before we came here.
Ooh, there hasn't been a cafe here in years. You know how it is. They come and go.
Oh, yes. Seems more come every day.
How many years, more or less? Ma'am, you have a beautiful house. How long have you been in the neighborhood, and how did you buy it? For how much did you buy it? To whom did you buy it for?
Revon's pinching the bridge of his nose, his non-existent nose.
Where do you bought all your furniture? Do you have a catalog?
Well, there is a big store, about around 4 blocks away, and that's where I got all my furniture. God, I don't remember how much the house was for, I'm sorry. But I do remember that I moved here around the time I was like 18 or so, I think.
Forgive me for this, ma'am, but I understand it's very rude, but, how old are you now?
Not a single day over 20, but you don't look one single day over 20, but just you know.
Just general curiosity. Sorry for any rudeness.
Oh, don't worry. It's not. Kids ask that question all the time, anyways. I'm currently in my 40s. I'm 41.
No.
Hooray!
Honestly, not the
no.
number I would have expected.
You can see her kind of blush at that. Anyways, my husband should be home in a few minutes. I'm gonna go get dinner started. So you guys just sit tight, make yourself comfortable. The bathroom is upstairs if you need to use it.
Thank you very kindly, ma'am.
And she
Thank
goes
you very
off
much.
to go cook dinner.
And now we go upstairs and snoop around.
Oh,
Olvido!
I promise I won't steal anything that I don't think is a clue.
oh boy.
Revon's like, he's trying to be polite, but the urge to help steal.
No, just... Yes, Olvido, you go investigate upstairs. We'll stay down here, keep her from going upstairs, and see what we can find down here.
Yeah, let's split the party. That's a great idea. Bye.
I trust that you're loud enough that we'll hear you yelling for help.
You are an asshole. I love you. Bye. He goes upstairs. Upstairs. Wait, actually, before he goes, well, if I die up there, please bury me with my van. That's gonna be a very deep hole to dig. You will remember me for the back pain. Bye bye.
Revon's just shaking his head.
Olvido is just gonna sneak up.
Alright, we'll go with Olvido first. Olvido, you go.
Carrimol!
Alright then. You go.
No,
Wait.
Okay, do you want me to roll a stealth?
No, you don't have to. Don't worry. But when you go upstairs, you find there are 4 doors. 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. And then there's actually 1 more door at the very end. So there's 5. Sorry. Yeah, there's 5 doors.
And Olvido is gonna say aloud, "Oh, there is 5 doors. How will I ever know which one is the bathroom? Well, I guess I need to knock on them and open like this." And he goes to the first one and goes like, knock, knock, and open. "I hope this is the bathroom. I am very lost in this big house. What is this in here?
It's the bathroom.
This doesn't look like a bathroom I'm used to because I don't live in a house. Better make sure and check the other rooms." He closes to the
You're not going to investigate further in the bathroom? No.
goes to the next one. "Maybe this will be a bathroom. I am just making sure I have the right door. Knock, knock. I'm coming in to check if this is a bathroom," and opens it.
It's a bedroom. It has a queen size bed with like your typical like floral sheets and comforter. There's 1 big closet. There's a mirror with with drawers underneath, the drawers underneath it, and on top of the drawers are like a bunch of makeup stuff. So that's probably where Dottie does her makeup.
Be a bathroom. This is a strange land for me. I'm gonna check in every single drawer and bathroom closet. And if I found soap, that's what I'm looking for to know this is a bathroom. And he's gonna open and check everything very gently, very silently, trying to convey all his years doing this kind of shit, and nothing is, so he can snoop around and nothing is out of place. Do you want me to roll something for that?
No, it's fine. Because as soon as you open it, you see the fact that 1 half is the same suit over and over again. and the other half is the same dress over and over again. And you recognize that that dress is the same, those dresses are the same one as Dottie is wearing.
Come on, they can do better. Oh, God. I feel like I want to steal one of the suits or the dresses. At the same time, I don't want anything from this place come to me.
Oh my god.
Robin is just downstairs thinking, I should have sent Revon up there. I should have sent Revon up there instead.
Yeah, Revon is just sitting there, like, internally just looking up at the ceiling and, like, listening for where Olvido is walking. Like, his little ears are flicking.
Olvido is gonna do a reverse thief, and he's gonna actually leave one of his low jackets on the men's side and on the woman's side. And he's gonna close that and say, "Happy Christmas." What? Wait, what is a Christmas? Happy Animas! For a second there, I had my brain open to another reality, and I saw through the fourth wall. That was terrible. Anyways, does he
before
find anything?
Olvido? No, Olvido finds pretty much nothing in that room. But before Olvido goes to check the 3 other doors, we're gonna cut down to the downstairs, where Robin and Revon are both sitting there like, "Oh my god, what is he doing?
What have we done?"
He's dying. He's probably dying up there. He has managed to fuck it up so bad he's drowning in the toilet.
Yeah. But you guys are just sitting downstairs. You're just sitting, hoping Olvido doesn't get into too much trouble. When the front door opens, and a guy walks in and says, "Honey, I'm home." And yep, that's the guy. He's in a suit. He has a briefcase, and Dottie comes rushing out, comes rushing out of the kitchen, and goes over to him and says, "Hi, honey," and gives him a little smooch on the cheek. You know how it is in the 50s.
Yeah. Foot pops up, the cheek is smooched, the laugh track plays the sound.
Yes, except there's no laugh track. But then the guy puts his briefcase up and says, "So what's cooking for dinner, honey?" And Dottie says, "We're having lamb chops and mashed potatoes and boiled carrots tonight, if that's alright with you, dear." "It sure is, honey. Now may I ask, who are these people on our couch?" He points at you.
Hello, sir.
Hello, we're just visiting. A friend is looking for the bathroom upstairs.
"Geez, I hope he doesn't fall in." And he elbow nudges Dottie.
It's more of a threat than you might imagine with him.
It really is.
Dottie
Yes,
chuckles, and she says, "David, these are Revon and Robin. Their friend Olvido is upstairs. They're new to the neighborhood, so I thought I'd give them a warm welcome." "Well, honey, that is just swell." And David goes to sit down on one of the chairs adjacent to you guys.
Revon's kind of he's been sitting on his hands since the idea of going upstairs to, check out what might be up there is happening, and he's just kind of kicking his legs awkwardly.
David looks at you guys and says, "Well, I hope you don't mind that I sit here and read the newspaper, do you? I'm not much for a
I
chatter."
don't mind.
Oh no, absolutely. This is your home after all.
We're just guests.
Well, David opens up a newspaper, and you see that on the front page is a story about how a kid broke a window.
I must say, the news around here really is quite slow.
David doesn't say anything.
Revon is holding his breath.
Cut back to Olvido. Olvido.
We don't check all the rooms.
Is he gonna check the first room? The one door number 3 at the end of the hallway?
Door number 3.
It's
Door
fine.
number 3.
Yeah.
He's saying the same at any point, like, oh, well, I'm so confused. Is this the room? And opens the room. Is this the bathroom? And opens, better check. And that he does that for every single one. He's gonna do that just in case. Hey, he was calling it out.
Olvido opens the third door and sees that it is a tiny closet. It's just full of brooms and mops and cleaning supplies.
Kill the brooms. I said I was not gonna steal anything. He closes the door and goes to the fourth one. I'm not gonna steal expensive shit. I'm not gonna steal stupid shit. I am not stealing.
Olvido opens the fourth door, and in the fourth door... Oh. What are you gonna say, Sorte?
No, this is the bathroom.
Olvido opens the fourth door, and he comes across a very pink room. There's all sorts of baby dolls. There's a baby crib, a dollhouse, what looks to be off-brand Barbie dolls. Yeah.
Oh my god.
There is a little bed there, and of course it is very pink as well, and it has a couple stuffed animals on it.
They're all adorable.
This is a child's room. Okay. Quick scan. Is there anything out of place here?
The most out of place thing there is the off-brand Barbie doll that is missing most of her clothing.
Oh.
What with the Barbie doll?
She's missing most of her clothing.
I mean, that's not weird. That's entirely too normal. I will be weirded out if she has like perfect hair and perfect clothing. Okay.
Honestly, that's what kids do.
That's
Everybody's
yeah.
gonna put parties.
This is like a little bit too on the nose with the gender, but fine. Closes the door, goes to the next one.
You open
It's not gonna go.
You open up this room, and it's very blue.
Oh my god, they are going for the couple. Ay.
Hey, it's American dream, you know, stereotypes galore. Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, this is painful. Okay.
Olvido looks in this room, and the bed looks pretty much the same, except for the fact that it's blue. There is a toy bridge. There's a couple toy cars. There's a really shiny fire truck that looks pretty cool. You also see a gun. You want to
gun?
It's like it's a rifle. It looks like a rifle at least. You want to
America, I guess. Get them started young. And he's gonna look, and he has just before guns, so he's gonna check, is this a real gun?
You pick up the gun, and immediately you can tell that this is not a real gun, because it is way too light, and it feels like plastic. And also, it has, on the side of it, Jazz Bro Entertainment.
Yes, bro. Oh my god.
You like jazz?
Who are these brothers making violent toys for kids?
Oh,
that's
oh
why.
boy.
That's why all the kids at the park try to kick me in the shins. They are used to these things. What is gonna be next? Violent video games? next door. And he
There's
closes
no
the
more
door and
doors.
it's
There's no more doors,
Yeah.
Olvido. Are you gonna actually use the bathroom, or are you just gonna go back downstairs saying you couldn't find it?
Olvido is actually gonna go to the bathroom because he didn't check it, and he's gonna open the bathroom and say, "Please, have something weird, otherworldly here that we can actually use."
The bathroom looks pretty normal. It's a teal color, which isn't like modern bathrooms, but then again, this is a time capsule of the 50s. There is like a little window above the toilet, but then again, that is pretty normal in a lot of bathrooms. You don't know why, but it is.
Olvido is old enough, maybe, to not to have known the 60s, but he is not young. All right.
You want to look
This is
through the
Elisa
window?
Manuel. Yes. He's gonna first check the toilet, then close the toilet, then open the window.
You open the window and you see all the little kids outside playing. So you're like, okay, that's fine. But then all of a sudden, they all get up, they pick up their toys, and they run to their houses.
Sorry. What did you just say?
All the little
What
kids
did-
were playing at first, but then all of a sudden, all at the same time, they pick up their toys, and they run to their houses.
So they were acting normal, and when I opened the window, they ran away? Or they were, like, just standing there?
You hear a door open and close.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then you hear a faint yell from Dottie that says, "Dinner time."
Oh my god, that's even... Ugh. This is too normal. There is no fires, no funny noises. Ugh. He checks on the toilet again. There is
Check
nothing
the
in there, I
medicine
guess.
cabinet. Check the medicine cabinet.
Always check the medicine cabinet.
And as he leaves, he hears from the fourth wall, he hears a voice in his soul. Check for drugs! He goes to check the medicine cabinet. Commanded by a force out of his comprehension.
You look in the medicine cabinet and immediately you look at these and you realize these aren't modern medicine at all. These are literally out of the freaking past. These probably aren't safe at all, but they probably use them.
Oh my god. What are the opioids?
There are opioids.
Holy crap!
This is worse than candy. Anyways, I don't want anything to do with this. I don't even want my feather prints on this. He closes it and goes like, I don't want to know. I don't want to be involved in this. And goes downstairs. Oh wait, he actually makes a whole show of how do you say this? When you use the toilet, you
Flush it.
Blushing?
flush. Yes, I was trying to say you pull the chain, but that's a direct translation. Yeah, you flush he actually flushes the toilet 1, 2, 3 times, making sure that yeah, I was here, and then leaves, washing his hands, leaves.
Oh my.
I have
Revin
a
is fighting back Snickers.
I have a question. Do Robin and Revin wait for Olvido to come out of the bathroom before they have dinner, or do they go to the dinner table with the family?
Probably gonna wait for Olvido just because.
Don't split the party too much.
Well, as Olvido comes downstairs, Olvido sees Robin and Revin waiting for him. You guys gonna say anything about
You know that when I asked you to go and investigate, I didn't mean for you to go clatter and yell. I meant for you to be stealthy.
You had quite a hard time finding the bathroom, didn't you?
I was being realistic. What's the problem in that?
Nothing.
I think that you are forgetting that realistic for you and realistic for real kind is very, very different.
They are very, very
Absolutely,
different.
absolutely. But in case I was scout, I will have to lie.
Did you
Also-
find anything interesting or suspicious?
Yes, let me just look. Yes, I found a lot of drugs.
I mean, I think that's
no.
normal for the 50. Don't quote me on that.
Olvido? You feel a hand go against your shoulder, and you see it's. Well, you don't know who he is, but it's the guy in the suit. Robin and Revon know who he is, but you don't. But you see him smile, like his hand on your shoulder, and he smiles at you, saying, "You guys are late for dinner. Aren't you gonna come sit down?"
Yes, sorry, sir. We were waiting for our friend because we were a little concerned he'd gotten lost.
I was washing my hands thoroughly because you cannot sit at the dinner table with your hands dirty.
Oh, true, good point.
True.
Have you washed your hands, sir?
Of course. Who would want messy hands at the table, after all? And he lets out a chuckle,
Exactly.
but his face stays the same while chuckling.
Revon makes it like there's like an internal cringe at the unchanging expression.
Did the 50s has buttocks? Because that may explain. Did they have buttocks on the 50s? That's what I'm trying to ask.
I don't know.
Hold on.
After you, man of the house.
Why, yes, of course I am. Who else would it be?
Jeez. Sorry for the background noise.
Okay, do we need a safe word? If anything weird happens, we all jump through the window or something like that and start running?
And Botox, I found out, wasn't officially developed and tested until 1978.
Alright. No Botox in the 50s.
It must be just plain old cement.
Okay.
I don't know. I just realized you might have understood something. I'm gonna write it.
Okay. By the way,
What did you... Yes, thank you.
I love that. Cement face. Literally chiseled.
anyways, the dinner table. When you see it, you see that it looks quite delicious. It looks like, you know how when you see animated food and you're like, oh god, I really want that? It's like that, but real life.
Ghibli food.
Yeah.
Food.
Are we going with fair rules here? No name, no food, because Olvido is going with the fair rules. Just in case.
Say food rules.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
If you guys gonna come and sit down?
Looking at the other two. Yeah, sure. Revon is the
Yeah.
first over.
Sorry, it's the surprise. Everything looks so good.
Oh, thank you.
Looks very delicious. Yes. Robin's gonna real quick cast Detect Poison and Disease on himself.
Love that.
Just like, literally can tell if there's poison or anything in the food.
Anything funky up with it?
Yeah.
As you guys sit down, you see there are two little kids there. There's one boy, one girl. And Dottie sees you guys looking at them, and she says, "Oh, these are my kids. That's Bobby and that's Lorraine. Lorraine, Bobby, say hi to the nice people." And Bobby and Lorraine looking and say, "Hi, hello."
Hello? Good to meet you both. My name's Robin Graves.
I'm Revon. It's nice to meet you.
Olvido, don't you look cute? Did
I'm
you
in the
get?
middle of the game. Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
And Olvido can. Did you get them out of a catalog? Did you order them by mail? They are so cute.
Well,
Very cute.
Well, that's a strange thing to say, but no, I didn't.
I was trying to be funny this time. I was not trying to be underhanded.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Let's eat. Let's eat.
Yes. Yes. Delicious.
Is Robin doing that thing where, like, you pretended to eat the food?
He's looking very carefully at it, like, is this actually food? Is this gonna poison / mind control me if I eat it? Like he's literally got the detect poison spell up right now, so he's legit just like, is this gonna kill us?
Revon's gonna put his marker, draw like his mouth on his face as he does, and fake eat.
Olvido literally has a mask he cannot take out. So he's just gonna kind of try to shove it into his sleight of hand and shove it in his hammer's face. Everything. Oh no, how good is this? By any chance, wouldn't you have a dog in the house? It's like, you have such a lovely house, such a lovely family, white picket fence. I almost expect here to be a dog.
I see the husband, David, looking at you. He is staring very intensely at you guys.
Revon is acting as normal as possible.
Dottie is also looking very confused at what's going on. David ends up kind of slamming his fist with fork in hand onto the table, and he says, "Oh Jesus Christ! What was that? That was what the? Sorry, there was like a loud pop outside my house. What?
Talk about things happening in universe.
No,
Jimmy's run, play. Jimmy's there. Run.
Oh my god! What the frick? Did a tire pop? It sounded like a giant balloon. Anyways,
Someone lit off a firework.
maybe. Back to the game. I'm sorry. You ruined a freaking moment. Thank you, tire pop, whatever. Jimmy looked at you guys and with his hand slant on the table, and he says, "Why don't you guys eat?"
Revon takes an awkward, very tiny bite, just because he doesn't want to be an ungracious guest.
The husband directs his gaze towards Olvido.
Because we haven't said grace just yet.
Dottie look like you like, what's that? And David slams his hand against the table again. Why don't you eat?
Me, personally? I mean, I don't know why have you eaten?
Why don't
You never...
you
You never...
eat?
You never... I feel at this point you don't want an answer as to why, because you keep repeating the question. Are you okay? Is things going well at work?
Dottie puts her hand on David's shoulder. He's like, dear, is everything alright? But David just swats her hand away.
My god, domestic violence. No.
Yeah, the kids are staring at you too, Olvido. The husband is looking at you. You're not from around here, correct?
I thought it was obviously not, that we are just friendly visitors.
The husband's face starts to twist and morph into that grotesque smile that you remember from the past neighborhood.
Revan's ears drop.
Great. I look at the kids. How are they behaving?
Their eyes have grown bigger, and they seem to start smiling the same way as their father.
Okay, everybody, safe word. Go for the nearest window.
You see Dottie is panicking a bit. What's going on? Dear, are you alright, kids?
Look, this is a misunderstanding. It's just a clown rule. He can't eat in front of strangers. Or people that he's not known for at least a year.
The mask is super glued to his face. He can't take it off. I'm sorry.
David stands up and slams his hands against the table. You aren't doing it properly. Don't you want to be safe?
Safe?
Revan is shrinking into himself, looking at this like, I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
Dottie gets up and tries to shake her husband out of it, but again, he pushes her away. This time she ends up tripping over her heels and falls on the ground. Not in like a very, very violent way. She ends up falling onto her butt.
Ma'am, I will take a step back, give your husband here a little bit of a space for your own.
He's never acted like this before. I don't know what's going on. What's happening?
Ma'am, whatever happens from now on, I will say keep yourself safe first. You can have answer second.
Robin's actually getting up from the table and hands in the air like, hey, I'm not making a move at you, edging around towards Dottie, like, gonna check on her.
The husband is staring Robin down now, while the kids keep their eyes fixated on Robin and Olvido.
Revan is very glad that they aren't staring at him right now.
Well, the husband is. Well, the husband isn't. No, the kids are staring at Revan.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
Sir, I understand that for some reason you are angry. But that does not mean you harm your wife.
You hear a sound from a room. It sounds like a TV turning on. The husband and the kids, their heads all quickly turn towards the room with the TV. And you can see their twisted faces start to quiver.
Damn it.
The husband mumbles, "Sit down and eat."
Not before I make sure Dottie is alright.
Sit down and eat. And you hear a familiar voice come from the TV, although it's nothing you've ever heard him say before. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Jim's Special Hour, where we air all the fun cartoons and all the news that you need to know about our wonderful little neighborhood.
Guys,
Damn
safe
Jim.
word. Honestly, we grab the lady, we safe word out of here.
I don't think there's much saving her.
That or we smash the pecking TV.
Are you gonna go look at the TV?
I mean, remember what happened to the people last time when we saw them staring at the TV? I don't think we want to look anywhere near the TV.
I actually
Yeah.
don't remember what happened last time, says Olvido in a panic.
Brainwashed Olvido! Revon is gently shaking Olvido.
Dottie
This is the way
quivering.
this is the way I don't get trauma.
Dottie is quivering. She doesn't know what's going on, and she is very, very much in a state of panic. But she doesn't seem to be in the same state of panic as the husband and the kids. In fact, she seems just like you guys, just somebody thrown into this situation.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we can
Safe word.
safe
Get
word.
the lady up and run. Let's go.
Yes, Robin darts over and scoops her up and is gonna run.
Revon rushes to open the door.
Dottie is in such a shock that she doesn't even do anything. As you guys rush out the door, you see the husband and the kids not turn their heads, but turn their eyes towards you. You run out into the street, and you see that it has gotten darker out. It's clearly evening. The sun is getting ready to set. You see a sewer drain. It's not open, but you know what it could lead to.
Very sorry about this, ma'am, but we are going to be kidnapping you for the duration of this, I suppose.
It'll definitely keep you safer than whatever was going on in there.
Listen, it happens, it's natural. In all 50s marriages, there is a point in the narrative where the woman has to move away to her parents' house and then...
Because her husband is terrible.
Yes, stuff like, girl, you can do so much better.
Mm.
Or maybe we can fix them.
I mean, how do you think we could fix them, Olvido?
I want to believe in miracles. That's how I avoid trauma.
Believing in miracles doesn't exactly do good all the time.
Do you guys think this is easy to be this dumb? I put effort on this. I have to forget, and I have to ignore so many things.
I mean,
Because
dude,
that was... If anybody wants to roll an insight on Olvido, you can get something.
I will do it.
Yes.
Heck yeah. Where's my insight bonus? Aw, yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, 19. So,
Not that bad.
17. Good ones.
Yeah, with 17, you get that he's being absolutely serious. and you get like the feeling that Olvido is solved. You get reminded that Olvido is not a young person. With a 19, you have the impression that Olvido has gone through a lot of shit that he's trying to work as well as he can on. And it seems that the only thing that is working is this.
Reverend
Remind
gently
me-
pats Olvido.
Remind me to introduce you to a therapist after this.
Take offense at that. Just let's go stab something.
But either way, gonna head for the grate, I guess, the sewer.
Are you still carrying Dottie?
Yes.
Well, once you get over to the sewer grate, Dottie asks you in a very shaken and quiet voice to put her down.
All right. Please, stay with us. I'm honestly afraid of what will happen if you don't. And he sets her down.
Dottie proceeds to take off the one heel she didn't lose in the house, and just kind of just stands there and starts to bite at her hand.
Oh, please don't do that, dear.
Why? It's not like it's the first thing that happened. I don't even know what happened to my kids. What happened to them?
So sorry. There's some thing that lives in this town. We've been trying to find it for a while now. But it does things like that to people. The last town we saw that he had been in, they weren't people anymore by the time we got there.
They were
Just-
they were like robots, just repeating the same thing every day. No individuality. The food they were making didn't even look or smell good anymore.
No, this can't be real, right? No, this doesn't happen. This can't happen.
I'm very sorry, ma'am, but you've very much fallen into a horror story rather than the sitcom you were living.
She pulls up the collar of her shirt and starts like chewing on it as like a nervous tick.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. Do you remember anything before your family? Before having 2 kids and a husband? Before moving in here?
No, you don't. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Reverend gently takes one of her hands and just gently like holds it, like rubbing the back of the hand like comfortingly, because he's a bit too short to properly hug her in a comforting way.
So, are you guys gonna go into the sewer and see what happens?
Yes, gonna escort Dottie. Because seriously, not leaving her up here.
Alright, well, before we go venture into the sewer drain, why don't we all take a quick break, because it is 1 hour and 30 minutes in, and I bet all of you could use some hydrating. I certainly can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hydrate.
let's take a good quick break, alright?
Alright.
Alright, we're back. Okay, so you guys have entered the sewer. And like before, it does not look like a normal sewer. In fact, it is way too clean for a sewer. You see, it has like a pattern wallpaper, very bright. It's like 70s, despite everything being 50s. This is like 70s themed, somehow. You see,
It's a sewer with wallpaper.
you see a sign pointing towards the right that says, "Waiting room this way."
Is there a sign pointing left says anything?
Nope. That's just.
Is there anything visible down that hallway? The left hallway?
There is no left hallway.
Oh, okay.
The sign is pointlessly there. It's just there.
Well, only one way to go, I suppose.
Olvido
See what
takes
this waiting room is.
Olvido's just gonna take out his gun and be ready.
As,
Good idea.
as you guys
Yeah.
start heading towards the waiting room, you hear police sirens up above. So you might want to start rushing.
All right. Let's go a little faster, Miss Dottie.
Welcome to your new life of daring adventure. Just think of it as a game, okay?
We'll do our best to keep you safe.
We are professionals.
That makes me think that you're not professionals.
Revan just gently pats her arm.
We have experience. How's that?
She like shrugs her shoulders in a very concerned way.
We are your only option. Is that okay? Is that better?
All right. All right. I think we're just making it worse. Let's
Let's try to not concern her too much. Poor thing's already been through a lot today.
Just running down the hall, I guess, headed
Yeah.
towards the waiting room.
As you're running, the sewer becomes less sewer shaped and more like a building. And you enter the waiting room, which is also very 70s looking. It's very clean, nothing really disturbing here. Roll perception.
Alright.
Nothing really disturbing here, percent.
And
Making my way downtown, walking fast. Probably walking faster soon.
Okay, a 15 from Olvido, 14 from Revon. Okay, we get a 13. Let's see. No. Yeah, no.
9!
Alright. So, Robin, you notice that there are magazines with gym on them. Like, it's showing the gym show on the magazines. But Olvido and Robin, not Robin,
Revon.
Revon, I'm sorry. Olvido and
It's
Revon, you notice these magazines too. But when you look over at the chairs, you see that there are restraints on the chairs.
Revan's ears look down.
They are what?
Restraints.
You know, the manacles.
Oh boy.
Well, that's a way of getting someone to wait. Ooh,
Olvido. Wait, actually, I should roll for Dottie. I should do that.
Olvido would actually like to turn around to Dory and
Oh my
ask
god.
Oh,
Ooh,
Okay, so Dottie goes over to these chairs. She doesn't sit in them, but you see that she is looking at the wall behind them. And that's when all of you notice there is like a weird like beam thing, like just like a metal beam thing that goes across the entire wall of the waiting room and seemingly out the door of the waiting room.
a metal beam?
Yes. Dottie also, when Dottie notices this, she looks around the room, seeing I forgot to mention, there's a desk, like a receptionist desk, and she goes over to the desk.
Just steal a pen.
Guys, there's
Yes?
there's buttons on this desk.
Revon walks over.
Olvido looks over.
yeah, like, are they labeled or do they say anything about what they're for?
Roll investigation.
Alright.
Olvido help.
$16! He is a button pressing expert! He knows what these do!
17.
Play. Can Olvido help Robin?
Sure.
Okay.
For the first time in his life, Olvido helps someone.
Olvido grabs Robin's head and just like makes him look at the button closely. Like, look
It's
at
better.
You are looking wrong with your eyes.
It's your head!
Thank you. That's very helpful. Please let go of my head.
You guys notice that there are 12 buttons. 6 green buttons and 6 red buttons.
Okay, 12.
What Revon and Dottie noticed are that there are also 6 chairs in the waiting room.
Oh no.
Revon is resisting the urge to press the buttons. You can see his fingers twitching.
Dottie just presses to one of the green ones.
Oh no.
Oh no.
One of the chair's restraints snaps shut.
Olvido is gonna press the same button but red.
You hear a machine starting up, and then you see the chair start to kind of jiggle a bit, and then it starts going down. It starts going towards the door on the metal beam.
Ah.
I don't like that.
Can we send a bomb in there? Does anybody know how to make a bomb?
I can set things on fire, but I don't think I can make bombs.
Damn it, we have to go in there then.
Unfortunately.
Damn it, why don't I have a bomb? I want a bomb now.
We need to buy materials for that.
The chair stops at the door, because the door isn't open, and it needs to get through, but yeah, it stops at the door.
Dorothy, Derry, 50s lady. Just a question before we go anywhere. The gym show. This guy over here. What's that about?
At this point, I don't know anymore. It was just a show.
Imagine I have a good reason to ask that. Just... What's the show about?
It was like the show. was more so a combination of a lot of other shows. There were cartoons, some starring Jim. Then there were news broadcasts about the neighborhood, some news about the outside world, but not much. It usually came on during the holidays. And that was pretty much it.
Did you just realize you just say the outside world, right? So.
That's what they called it on the news. I assume it's just what they refer to as outside the neighborhood.
Oh. I mean, I have lived in a lot of neighborhoods, and I can assure you, nobody refers to other places as the outside world.
They usually just refer to the other places by the name of the city or the country or a specific place rather than calling it the outside world.
Zodi doesn't know how to respond.
Sorry, when you were talking about taking a holiday with the kids, were you serious? Do you know anybody else who has gone on a holiday?
Dottie looks in the distance for a while. No. Nobody. I don't know anybody that went on vacation.
How did you get that idea in the first place? Wonderful idea, honestly. You definitely are gonna need a big holiday after this, but
100%.
100%, don't worry, I will get you some cucumber for those size. But how did you get that idea?
I guess from the TV and the magazines.
Funny how nobody else seems to think about it, eh?
No, I've heard others talk about it, but nobody ever went on vacation.
Only that? Okay. We're gonna get to that vacation.
Because you really need it, you poor dear.
You see Dottie just kind of sadly looking down.
Okay, from now on, the stupid thing like touching buttons, you just leave that to the professionals, okay? Me and Revon here. If someone has to lose a hand, let us. We bounce back a little bit easier than real kind, okay?
We can bounce back from taking a hit pretty easily.
I could just get a cool cyber arm with no trauma attached.
Let's save that for a last resort.
Okay, but now I cannot want the cool cyber arm. Should I press
Still.
Should we try the door? Because I wouldn't be surprised if those cops had managed to figure out where we went by now.
Yes, let's go. Gonna go check the door, see if we can open it.
You can open the door. And as you open the door, the chair shoots off because you waited so long for it to open the door. And you see 3 doors on one side of the wall. Actually, not doors, just like doorways. There are no doors there. And 3 other doorways on the other side of the wall. And you see the metal beam go across the other doorways, but the chair stops in front of the first doorway on the left side. There is another button near that door. Actually, there's buttons near every door.
Gonna go take a look at it, see, like, what's in the rooms, I guess.
I mean, considering what was in the last rooms.
I know, but we need to see.
Alright then.
Check for traps.
Yes.
You go to the
Yes.
room with the chair in front of it, and you see a familiar looking setup, except this time more colorful and more clean. You see the TV. Did you guys hear me?
You wanna... Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah, Robin's gonna do just exactly what he did last time, and he's gonna smash that TV.
Well, you'll have to step.
Disrespect your surroundings!
Well, are you gonna? You'll have to step over the metal beam and the chair, or would you rather push the button?
Heads, I do. Heads, I hit the button. Tails, I don't hit the button.
Robin just takes it. Oh.
Tails, it is. No, I do not hit the button. I've got a stick. I'm gonna try and poke the TV out from across the board.
You could step over the bar, but like, the button would have done something. But as you step over the bar, you see that another metal beam that leads to the center of the room, where you see it looks like a stand that would hold the chair in place, and that stand is in front of a TV. And next to the stand is what looks like a control panel with more buttons on it.
Revon, you seem to know the buttons. Would you be willing to come take a look at this with
Sure.
me?
He rushes over to check out the buttons.
Yeah, just investigation on buttons, I suppose.
Investigation.
Alright, 16. And a 22.
Baby!
This is why I asked for Revon.
Revon, you immediately realize that these buttons are for the TV.
Revon just goes, yeah, these are TV buttons. These control whatever's going to go on that screen.
Does it say anything about what goes on the screen? Because I'm not honestly willing to turn it
Do there seem
on.
to be any labels, or...
Nope.
There are no labels. I can't really tell exactly what it'll do without trying.
I'm not willing to try to find out what happens when we do that.
I wouldn't want to be
What?
in the room, probably, because I do not trust that TV, I do not trust the chair, I don't trust anything down here.
Exactly.
Are you guys gonna go check out the other rooms?
Sure.
But first, smash.
Yeah!
In the second room that you go into, you see it is the same setup, but it looks like they turned this area into a storage area. Because, like, seem to be boxes full of different foods here.
Ooh.
Like food, or
Food.
I mean, it looks like food. Could check it out.
well,
That is true. Where are they getting the food? Like, maybe.
Wouldn't you like to know?
A voice from the fourth wall talks to Olvido again, and he flips off towards the ceiling.
Donnie just stares at you like, what?
We're
Sorry,
cartoons,
something.
it's what we do.
Something overcame me. Sorry. Investigation, right? We are investigating the food.
Yeah, let's roll investigation then.
yeah.
Dorothy, Doris, Jill. Do you have any farms around here? You know, with the cows, the chickens, the free-range lizards, I guess.
No.
You get the food from the supermarket, right? From the shop. But
Yes.
where does the shop get the food from?
I don't know. I'm guessing the outside.
Okay. That's actually very. Where is Jim getting the money for the food?
Who knows?
I mean, God,
Honestly,
he's
at this
really-
point, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not enchanted somehow.
Well, when you're checking the food, you see that most of it is the kind of food you'd keep in, like, a cellar in the basement to make sure it stays cold.
All the old survival food.
Yep. There are, like, some vegetables and fruits down there, too. But, yeah.
Nice.
Pickles.
Well, I suppose at least it's supposed to be edible still.
I'm gonna steal a can of beans.
Alright, you can steal a can of beans. When you see the can of beans, you notice that it's just a label that says beans on it, and a small picture of a bean on it.
Oh, so classic.
Nice. Kidney beans. If anything comes towards me, I'm gonna chuck it to their head.
Bean.
What are the horrors of what is a healthy to horror next to healthy Jesus Christ eldritch horror next to a can of beans?
That is true.
Money on the beans.
Are you guys gonna go check out the next room?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, just gonna keep going through them all.
Dungeon crawl.
Now Olvido
Dungeon
is
crawl.
walking. Now Olvido is walking with a gun and a can of beans ready.
Conic.
You go
Revan's probably gotten out his dagger.
Yeah.
you go into the next room, and again, same like chair stool thing, TV and whatnot. But again, it's used as a storage room, but for props for a certain TV show.
Well, Miss Dottie, do you recognize any of these from the gym show?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard not to notice the cardboard cutouts of Jim.
As you never know, maybe there is a bootleg Jim somewhere. Maybe it's Jimbo.
You do see that the cardboard cutouts of Jim, there are a couple of the head cutouts, but there are also full body Jims.
Oh,
No. No.
set it on fire.
There are also
Olvido
also a
Olvido's
couple of
like,
puppets.
Revan
Olvido's
steals the cardboard head.
Can Olvido go towards Revon, just pick him up, point it at the creepy things and say, "Do your thing, kid."
Revan is grinning as his fingers light up with fire.
While you
Yes.
guys are doing that, Dottie goes over to a shelf that contains a bunch of archived film reels from the show.
Oh my. Hold your fire!
He stops.
Okay, maybe we set it on fire after looking through it.
Alright.
There's definitely going to be fire, though, I promise you.
Revan is grinning again. He hasn't erased his smile from when they were pretending to eat dinner, so you can see like a toothy grin.
Olvido is not putting him down, but he is gonna walk with Revon towards where the lady is actually like checking the documents and everything.
Is Olvido holding him Lion King style just underneath the arms?
Yes.
It's very funny.
You go over and you see oh so many film reels of the gym show. There's the shelf is stacked with them.
Has the gym show been running the entire time you've been here, ma'am?
Yes, if I remember correctly, I remember there was one that I really enjoyed watching with my kids, and I want to find it. And you can see she's searching through it, through like the shelf.
Revan's gonna check to see if there are any labels on them.
There are labels, and most of them are labeled with just like the date, which I'm not going to say what the date is here because Toonkind, no time does not exist in Toonkind.
There's always just X's.
Although some of the dates do say stuff like Christmas special, Halloween special.
What is Christmas? Will someone explain to me what is Christmas?
I believe it's a real kind holiday.
Not one where I'm from.
It's a holiday where it's a holiday that you use to spend time with your family and give gifts to the one that you love. You basically have just a big get together. Well, with everything being bright and happy and
Okay,
warm.
so an anonymous bootleg, got it.
Revan nods and asks Dottie, do you remember what date the episode first aired? Because I believe you could find it.
I don't know. It's look, I found it. And you see Dottie pull out a film reel that says Christmas special insert date.
Can we know how long has this place been running? As in, like, find the first and the last episode and see how much time has passed with that?
Could do that.
You could do
It's
that.
been at least 20. It's been at least 23 years.
Mhm.
Was the neighborhood well established when you moved in, miss?
I think so. Before you guys can get too far, though, you hear you hear people. You hear people in their footsteps coming down the hallway. They sound like they're in the waiting room right now, but you can hear them.
Olvido still holding Revon is like turns around and points it kind of towards the direction of the noise.
Revan's hands just fire. He
What?
hasn't set it on fire. He's got it at ready.
guys, you're fired already!
Can we hear talking, or is it just footsteps?
You can hear talking. You can make out some saying, they must have been down this way. A chair is missing. They should be around here. She keeps searching people.
Well, I do believe that might be our cue to keep going. Not be trapped in this corridor.
We can win time if we grab all the gyms, put them out, and set them on fire, and then just... They already know we are here, so we might as well make it difficult for them.
Yes. Honestly, I think just leave them all in here and set it on fire, and they won't be able to walk past without being aware.
Fire, and they'll immediately be attracted towards it. I mean, it'd definitely be the brightest lit room in here.
Mm-hmm. So, alright everyone, out of the room, and Revon, do your thing.
So I guess we all just shuffle out of the room.
Yeah.
And Revon points in and casts Firebolt at the pile of cardboard cutouts in Jim.
Mm-mm.
Dottie just watches as it all kind of burns. And you can't really make out what kind of emotion she feels, but you can tell that it's a negative emotion.
She's still got that one reel?
Yep.
Alright. Well, let's go before they catch up to us.
And
Yes.
we skedaddle. Keep
Scoot!
moving.
So you guys continue down the hallway. And you keep going. The hallway gets longer and longer. And there is nothing else. It still has that bright 70s feeling to it. But it's still eerie how there is nothing beyond those hallway doors. And then you come to a familiar opening. The same one there was before at the end of the other hallway. Just this time, brighter and again, 70s themed.
They really just went for a completely different era this time, didn't they?
Dottie, I should warn you, this is probably not going to be pleasant. Most likely Jim is waiting in there. And most likely he's going to do...
Well, I'm not
something
waiting in there, I'm
horrifying.
waiting right behind you guys. And you guys turn around and you see the floating Jim head.
Revon points his dagger at it.
Yeah, immediately. Sword, stick, ready for fight.
Hands.
Now, no need to be so hostile. And the Jim head floats around to the front of you. It's not like a dagger can really do much against cardboard. Ain't that true?
No, but fire certainly can.
Holds up the hand, just lit on fire.
Go ahead, I dare you. I dare you to try and set me on fire.
He casts Firebolt.
You set the cardboard Jim on fire, and it drops to the ground.
The evil is
You said
defeated!
I couldn't set you on fire,
Well, I mean, you set that part of me on fire, but it's not like that's the only me. And you turn around again to see another cardboard head of Jim.
His eyes go tiny.
Oh, you kids, you just don't understand, do you?
This whole town is you, isn't it?
No. That's not how it works. What, do you think I am the walls of this town or something? No.
No,
Heck, even
but you're
I don't
certainly in
breathe.
all of the people.
I guess that's true. I guess you can call it the gym infection if you want.
I cast another firebolt at the next cardboard head.
As the cardboard head goes down to the ground once again, in flames. Robin, you feel something in you. You feel like your stomach is churning, like it's twisting.
Oh no.
Robin or Revon, guys?
Robin,
Oh no.
and you hear the voice behind you again. You see, you guys already picked it up. The gym infection, as I believe y'all want to call it. And soon enough, you'll be just like these fine folks here, and you won't have anything to worry about.
I can't say I'm a fan of your sales pitch, sir.
Why not? Dottie was. And Dottie looks absolutely horrified at what Jim just said. You see, most folks don't have a good life. They have a hard time going through life. It's so hard that they just want an escape. A way to abandon it all. Have something happy. A happy family, maybe? Just a nice, quiet life. With no worry and no stress. Wouldn't you like that?
No, actually.
Revon's kind of gone into, like, the classic gremlin stance, wings just kind of flared slightly behind him, like, glaring, like, looks like the world's most angry budgie.
Does anybody?
That once, and I do not want it, and I know that I don't want it like that. Pointing a flaming hand.
Does anybody want to roll an insight on Olvido?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Too busy being terribly angry.
Yeah.
Insight? I do have a pretty good bonus. Not bad.
Olvido has a mask, but maybe it's just you might have picked up Revon. You might have picked up on his body language, and the fact that he is not saying anything, no funny retort, not crazy thing, not trying to. You get the impression this is something that Olvido might have thought about.
Don't like that.
Revon, in all of his 4'5" glory, shuffles a bit in front of Olvido, flaring wings a bit more like, no.
But I will say, you guys do want a break from all this, don't you? All this suburban area. I mean, you don't have to join this neighborhood specifically. You can join another one. Maybe not the first one. You saw how horrible that one went. That was very much a test run, you know?
The only break I want is to see your face broken.
Who says I have a face?
Just a sickness.
Black in, putting a finger up, then just goes, wait, does he technically have a face?
You're just a disease. An infection, like you said.
I'm that, and
Well.
much more, you know?
Well, I am a doctor, and it is my job to remove infections. And, and, and Robin is just... He's getting magic ready for the first time that something comes out that he can hit. It's just...
Revan's got fire swirling around his hand. Both of them are just ready to go.
I see. You guys want to have a fight, don't you? Well, I'm sorry, but I can't join you for a fight right now. But I'm sure the police behind you can. You turn around and you see the policeman. You can see their... Can you guys roll insight on the policeman, please?
What's it say?
That's Olvido does inside.
Oh my god.
Eyes!
Oh my god.
Done.
Eee.
Roll worse.
Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck?
He's feeling off, which is why he's failing.
Robin and Olvido, you can see that the police are shaking, much like how Dottie was before. But they still keep a sort of strong facade on their face. You could tell that they know what this neighborhood is about. But you still don't know why they're participating in it.
And Olvido is gonna try to say aloud, like he's gonna try to have a serious voice. You don't need to do this right now.
Please. We don't want to hurt anyone. That's not why we're here.
We're just here to get rid of an annoying bug.
As you save this, Revon, you have hold on, I gotta roll for it.
Oh.
Oh no, wait, oh shoot, why, Discord, please, don't stop. Okay, okay. I clicked the wrong thing, so don't mind me, it's just...
Okay.
One of 3 policemen crack a whip at you. Does that exceed your AC?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got a really fiddly AC. I'd say that hits.
I'm gonna put disadvantage on it because protection fighting style.
Alright. Well.
So.
Hold on. Is it disadvantage for damage or for the attack?
Just a disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay. Thank you.
That still hits.
I tried.
I'm a squishy little guy. Okay, that's a bit better. Still half my HP, but...
Oh no. Anyways, fight. A fight has begun.
Like looking at the cop with big eyes.
Fight has begun, everyone. Roll initiative.
$17? Nice.
1 second, I'm trying to find my...
Oh!
I don't think that quite works.
No, well, okay. First policeman is 19, second is 20. Okay. So that means in order. So, second policeman goes first. Then first, policeman. And then Robin. No, wait, no, that's Revon. Revon.
Yeah, Revon.
And then Robin, and then Olvido. Okay.
Okay.
Just gonna put this down. Policeman. What? Revon. And Robin. Okay. So. Policeman 1 doesn't do anything right now. He seems to put his guard up. And that's it. Policeman 1 looks towards Olvido. Okay.
Ooh.
Throws 23. Yes, 23 hits. But also I have this. So
Nice.
I am definitely seeing him coming, so so I take just a straight 3, right? Yeah. Okay. Whoa, Olvido, I forgot you were so squishy.
Okay, Revon's gonna say, "Nobody touch me!" Activates Mantle of Flame. Basically, magically wreathed in swirling fire, eyes glowing like coals, which is a bonus action. And then he is going to cast Burning Hands at the police. Hold on. Need to grab my spell book. Hold on. It's in here somewhere. There. So, yeah, he's gonna aim it. I think the 3 police would be within a 15-foot cone.
Yeah,
So-
there's 2 police.
2. Okay, they need to take dex saves.
Alright, where is their no. Crud. Discord, no. I didn't mean to hit control. Discord, please. Oh wait, no, it's free. Okay. Policeman 1, policeman 2. Does that make it?
Yep, but they still take half, so they both take 3d6 fire damage halved, plus my charisma modifier.
Alright.
And then... So they take 5 fire damage each.
Alright. next up is Robin.
Alright. Robin's actually gonna cast Sleep on them. Let's see here, that's gonna be 5d8.
Oh geez.
So, if either one of them have got 27 or less HP, that one falls asleep.
Both of them have less than 27 HP. So.
Okay, so.
They both fall asleep.
Okay. That's it, they're down.
Well, fight over, I guess. That was quick.
They're just trying to do their job. They're not evil. They seem afraid. Just gonna make sure that they don't get killed.
Well, good job. There's gonna be a second phase to this, but never mind. Well, you defeated the policeman. What do you do now?
Just gonna go look them over and be like checking on them, see if there's anything beyond some burns wrong with them.
Sleep?
Do you have any way of like seeing if they are infected too or not?
I do have. I've got medicine skill. I've got what's detect poison and disease, detect evil and good. Like either one of those would probably catch it.
I'd say do detect poison and disease.
All right, yeah. So, I cast that since I can sense poison and disease and tell what kind it is.
You
so
see...
just gonna...
You cast the spell, and you see that it is a infection that you don't recognize. You've never seen it. You've never seen it before.
It's got both of them. Gonna actually look around at everyone else too, like who all here is got that and like how bad.
You look around and you see Olvido and Revon. They both have it. But then you look over at Dottie and you see that it's there, but it's not active. It's dead in her.
Oh, that's... Dottie, you're immune.
Immune?
What was that?
Sorry. Sorry about that.
You're okay. But Dottie, you seem to be immune to Jim.
I do?
Well, it certainly seems that way. It looks almost as though you've... Do you know that whenever someone gets an inoculation, they're actually using the dead disease to teach their body how to fight it? That's the closest analogy to what I can see here.
But how is that possible? If everyone else isn't caught to it, how come I haven't?
Don't know. We are going to have to find out, though. When we do, we can come back and we can save your family.
You see the door once again appear. The door that led you out of the neighborhood in the first neighborhood. Do you go through it?
Let's hope this thing. Well, should we?
I'm grabbing the policeman.
You're gonna drag them along.
Oh, just leave the cops.
They're not dead. They're not dead. I'm not going to leave them here. If I can help them in any way, I'm going to.
You go to the door and you go through it. Once again, the blinding light of the sun hits you. And you're in the middle of Toontown once again. Dottie is there, and so are the sleeping policemen that you dragged through. The door is gone.
Alright. We can work with this. We can work with this.
Well, that's one thing. Those Olvido is infected, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Has
I
anybody?
think all three of us.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet. I'm a little afraid to tell him, honestly.
Yeah, because Olvido, but Olvido. Sorry, I'm asking because I might be misremembering. Olvido does know that the policemen are infected. They do know like there is some kind of infection.
Yes.
Olvido is actually gonna point out at them and say, "Dog, is this even safe?"
We could have just broken a quarantine by bringing them with us.
And
I don't think it matters, honestly, because we are all infected as well.
What?
Yes. Honestly, I suspect that we've been infected since the first time we went to the town. Part of why it's so important to have these two here.
Well, I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy, you know, to know that I'm kind of forced to wear a mask, either I like it or not. Are we contagious to others here in this world? That's what I'm afraid of.
I hope we're not. I really hope we're not.
Yes, I don't like to think that I've been spreading this thing. But we're aware now. We can deal with it. We can...
Can we? Because I don't know how does this spread. I am gonna have a panic attack now. I am not a smart man. I am gonna have a panic attack.
No, don't worry.
Oh, it's fine, don't worry. I'm just gonna have it here, right here. In silence. Inside me.
This is my area of expertise. This is something I know. This is something I can help, that I can work with. A disease is different than just some random curse or something. I can work with that. I can fix this. It might take time, but I can fix this. And like, you can roll insight if you want.
Yes, I want.
I will say that Dottie hasn't been paying attention because she is in awestruck, looking around Toontown.
Not one.
Oh my god.
Robin sees.
Olvido believes everything Robin is saying because, like, he's very, very intent on this. Revon is like, this is definitely some straw grasping. There's some definite, like, I believe I can do something about this, but there's some straw grasping, like, oh, I don't know if I can fix all of this on my own. I need help.
Mm-hmm. Revon makes sure that his mantle of flame is off and just gently, comfortingly pats Robin.
Thank you. That's appreciated.
it's great if you have such a good grip on the situation. I will stop worrying right now.
There we go. One less problem. Miss Dottie, are you all right?
This is what the outside is like?
Welcome to Toontown.
It's a lot to take in, yes. You get used to it. You can see her crying as she smiles at you. She says, "It's amazing. I never thought I would be someplace like this."
My God, just you wait until you try the milkshakes. Much better than in the 50s.
Yes, don't worry. We'll figure things out. You won't have to go back.
And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say that's the end of the game. It's a good note to end it off on.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! We did it. You guys
Yay!
had two policemen and Dottie.
Just drag these two guys with us.
Guys, what I was actually thinking during all the time is like, shit, we are all infected. We should start quarantining together.
Yes. Yes, we must quarantine. All 6 of us together.
Okay, who has a big ass house because Olvido lives in a van? You don't fit in there.
Robin has a... Robin's got a terrible apartment, and that is it, because it's all he can afford on student pay.
Oh my God.
I mean, I did technically give Revon a house. He's trying to be a detective. It's not going well.
Let's all go squat into Revon's house.
Revon is fine with this.
My God, Olvido, today is just your lucky day. You got a free drink, you got free food, you got a free house.
It brings Revon memories of when he was in high school, and he shared a house with his friends.
Whoa! The only thing it cost is just getting infected by some kind of